So let's talk about some of the really creative ways that you have I don't want to say come up with, but in a way it is. I know you're always kind of responding to what's there and finding ways that we can raise money easily without getting in trouble.
Yep.
Let's talk about some of the more creative ways that we can do that as entrepreneurs, especially in the early stages or mid stages of our
Yep.
business life.
So outside of the going to your 10 really wealthy people that you know, which is the way it's always happened, using the internet to raise capital has now become available to people. It used to be, before about 8 years ago, that you couldn't advertise. You
Mm.
couldn't put on a billboard that you were selling securities in a private company, right? You had to keep it quiet. You couldn't generally solicit potential investors. Well, in 2012, a law called the Jobs Act of 2012 changed that. It said, okay, you can now advertise to accredited investors and fall within this path. Okay, great. So we can advertise. But if you want to do deals that include non-accredited investors, there's new paths you have to follow and very precise rules. And one of those things is what I call investment crowdfunding. It's technically called regulation crowdfunding. Some people call it regulation CF, some people call it reg CF. There's always 6 different words to the same thing that makes it even more confusing for people trying to understand it. It's magic. It keeps us in business when we call it
Of
different
course,
things.
of course.
So reg CF is the investment crowdfunding exemption. It works very, very, very much like a Kickstarter campaign or an Indiegogo campaign or a GoFundMe campaign, except instead of asking people to give you money because they love you and want to donate to you or pre-sell a t-shirt or a product, it is you're selling to the world, to the crowd, a security. And so the same things that you do for those Kickstarter or what we call traditional crowdfunding campaigns, a landing page, videos, social media posts, all that kind of stuff you do for these deals, but you add on to it securities regulation. So the content of what you can say, when and how, and to whom, and how much money you can take from different people is all regulated. So it's kind of Kickstarter on steroids. How about that?